Hi there, I'm Lisa, and welcome to the Lisa Nichols Show, where I share with you, we share together tools on how to achieve the life you want, how to really step into your greatness, how to find peace of mind. This show is where we sit together, learn together, be together, love together, climb together, get back up together. We just do it together. And one of the things we do all the time is we have great, juicy conversations. And we have them via our comments below. And when I read your comments, I really get inspired. I get encouraged. And the comments that I'm gonna share with you today, wow, unlike any others. Tanya, you're talking about the goals. And you just said something so huge. And thank you for replaying that back to me, because I got big goals these days. You said, quote unquote, how do you eat an elephant? Which is something I spoke on. You eat an elephant one bite at a time. And then you said BOL, absolutely, which means breakthrough out loud for those of you that is your first time with us. Yeah, like, isn't it beautiful to realize, yeah, that's a big goal. That's a big dream. And I cannot do it all tomorrow or even this year maybe, but I can bite that elephant one bite at a time and I can eat that elephant up. Those are your goals as well. So think big, think ginormous, and then have bite-sized, digestible, palatable pieces that you can chew on through milestones and action steps. So I'm so excited, Tanya. I can't wait to hear your goals. So I want you to comment and let me know some of your goals. And then Anastasia. Okay, so you brought me to tears. Reflecting and commenting on the episode called How to Trust Your Intuition, you commented, quote unquote, you're the reason why PTSD can't touch me anymore. Okay, you're making a sister cry now. And I think it's personal for me because I was diagnosed with PTSD many, many years ago. And I know what it feels like to want to get out of that place of fear, of trauma, of out of control. So if this show could be anything for you that has to do with moving away from PTSD, then every single moment that I've spent in front of this camera has been well worth it. Stay near, stay here. This is your tribe. Well, you know, to act as if there's not a particular climate, a feeling in the air, would be in denial. You know, but let's understand what political landscape means when you break it down. Like, we don't do politics, we do people. Behind every right-wing thought or left-wing thought, every conservative opinion or every liberal opinion is a person. And when we start doing politics more than we do people, we're in trouble. So my advice is, don't do politics, do people. Allow each person who comes in your path to have their own unique opinion, to have their own desires. When we get into right, wrong, we get into that tug of war, that pull. But when we get into, or when we stay in your opinion, my opinion, the energy just shifts. So yes, there's so much conversation and monologue and dialogue and arguments about what we think is right and what we think is wrong, and opinions and beliefs. But listen, the reality is, no one owns your joy. It doesn't matter who sits in the White House, who sits in the Oval Office. No one can own your joy, whether you agree with them or not. And I think that we've gotten into this space where we're living in fear, we're living in frustration, we're living in anger, and we're just as bad as the people that we're judging, because we're judging them. And we've joined the party. Now, we can say we've joined the party for a righteous cause. But listen, if you're getting angry, frustrated, if you're getting upset, if you're losing sleep, if you're getting stressed, then is it really a just cause? Is it worth it? The cost of the cause? Now, I'm not saying to quiet down. I'm not saying to not use your voice, but what I am saying is energy grows where energy goes. I have a lot of opinions about what's happening in our government, a lot. But I learned when I was 25 years old, when I read Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, that it doesn't help your life when you spend 80% of your energy in your circle of concern and only 20% of your energy in your circle of influence. Mr. Covey recommended, I want to spend 80% of my energy in my circle of influence and only 20% with them in my circle of concern. Why? Because there's so many things that I do have influence over. There's so many things that you have influence over. And again, I'm going to keep saying it, energy grows where energy goes. So instead of talking about how bad it is, how horrible it's going to be for the next 3 years, instead of spending the energy there, why don't we unite? And why don't we make energy and joy and possibility? Why don't we spend our energy in that area? Why don't we find the people who are like-minded? There's always going to be someone who doesn't agree with you. They didn't just start during this political climate. They didn't agree with you last year. They didn't agree with you 10 years ago. They didn't agree with you. They didn't like you. They weren't going to come to your party. Don't invite them. You got enough people on this planet who love and adore who you choose to be as is. Like, when you go to CarMax and they're like, look, don't come in here negotiating. Every deal is as is. Like, someone loves you, chooses you as is. And for those who don't, release them. But release them with love and gratitude and compassion. You don't have to break anyone down so you can stand a little taller. You're tall enough. You're powerful enough. You don't have to make anyone wrong to make yourself right. If you believe it and you're passionate about it, then that's your right. That's your conviction. Stand in your conviction. Stand in your possibility and find like-minded people to get that energy with you, that ooh-ha energy, that thing that doubles up. And when you do it together, all of a sudden you become an individual, and then you become a tribe, and then you become a community. And all of a sudden, all you hear are a bunch of like-minded people with a likened energy. And then let the haters hate. They always gonna hate. What big deal? There's always someone talking about you. There's always someone disagreeing with you. There's always someone not getting your opinion. So what? More power to them. And then for those individuals who are in power, yeah, we can be mad at them, but we also can pray for them. Because here's what I know. Sad people want everyone else sad. Mad people want everyone else to be mad with them. And insecure people want everyone else to be nervous with them. So you find your security. You find your joy. You stand on and step into your faith, unwavering. And then you be the example by which other people want to live. You be the example by which other people want to speak. You be the example, the walking, talking, breathing example. And when you can do that in this political climate, when you can do that, then, my friend, you've done the daggone thing. And this message is approved by Lisa Nichols. Now remember, this is not a monologue. It ain't your average show. This ain't your average show. This show is designed to be a dialogue, to be a delicious, dynamic, moving, organic, growing conversation between you and I. So I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I said a whole lot in that one. What's your opinion? What's your mindset? What's a aha? What's a realization? Like, I've been caught up in this part when I need to be focusing on this. What is that thing for you? So please make a comment below. Subscribe if you're not already a part of our tribe. What are you waiting on? We've been here for a while, having a good time, enjoying some pretty amazing content. I'm your sister in prosperity and in possibility, and I love having you here. I honor you, I celebrate you, and most of all, I believe in you and I love you. I'll see you real soon.